Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to another Friday night live stream. We're playing some more Oxygen Not Included tonight, and jumping back into our colony where we're playing with the Lights Out mod. As you can see, Johnny Test is down here in the depths of the darkness with all the wonderful blackness around him. Johnny's on the search for oil tonight. We're going to see if we can try and find some of that way down below here toward the center part of the asteroid. Welcome everyone who's here in the chat so far, or if you're watching on the channel afterwards, welcome as well. Big thanks to our top tier channel members: Dropbod, Vamp Sci 6, Zirian Zelos, Tim 2020, Peter Bocabella, Sebastian Gurs, Matthias Z, Crystal, Nabs1, The Scrub, Still Snow, Toolkit 71, and Kathleen Hart. Thank you all for the wonderful support and for choosing that Mistakes Were Made tier in the memberships there. Our colony on cycle 156 has actually been doing reasonably all right. I mean, it could be significantly worse. We've only had, I think, one duplicate die off on us. We have a solid amount of food at 306,000 kilocalories, which is, frankly, it's a ton for like 8 duplicates. That could last an awfully long time. We've managed to maintain power and stuff too, which is not too bad. We're still running them largely on coal right now, which is kind of why I want to get down to that level where we start seeing the oils. We can start making petroleum, and while we're making petroleum by extracting the oil, we also have that opportunity to try and get our hands on some natural gas, which you can also use as another power source. And all of that will help supplement our coal production, which frankly has not really been that strong. It's run out a few times. It had some wonderful little brownouts and stuff. So we'll see what happens. With any luck, we'll be able to get that in hand. How you find oil? Oil's black, dark is black. Yeah, we're pretty much just gonna dig our way down and hope we splash into some. And, you know, don't splash into lava instead. Oxygen is something that we set up last time, so we do have an oxygen system that's pumping here, but it is not working right now. What is going on? What's going on here? That's got a supply of water, so that's going. Why does this pump have such small packets of gas? That doesn't seem right somehow. Alright, something's not working. What's our pressure of the gas in here? 768. This Atmos sensor, the hydrogen here is 737, so it's just not kicking in to draw some of that hydrogen out, I guess. There we go. We're starting to get some bigger packets. It's weird. Wonder why I had all those little ones in there. Nevertheless, I don't think that one oxygen production system is actually supplying everything we need for the size of this colony. We're starting to see some of the CO2 creep up a little bit. We're getting some spots in here that are no longer that nice, wonderful light blue color. So maybe we're going to try and work on that a little bit. Why is it damaged? We did have some polluted water that flowed through to it before I got a chance to implement this little filter down here to pick the polluted water out. Now that we have this here, it sort of solves that problem, but we did have some polluted go up there because we got some polluted water in our clean water supply. So it took a little bit of damage. The duplicates are blocked from getting in there to fix it right now, and they don't really need to because, you know, as long as it's not breaking. It's hitting max gas pressure pretty consistently, though. Which isn't great. I kind of wanted this a little more, maybe a little more space at the top. I should probably experiment a little bit with some different oxygen production systems. I mean, this one's been really reliable for me, but there's probably some other ones out there that are just as good and maybe structured a little bit differently. And I've been using the same one for a really long time, so it might be fun to play around with something else. Most of the other ones that I've seen, though, they don't actually use a pumping system to draw the oxygen out. It's more just like letting the oxygen disperse from below it, which I kind of wonder about how they manage the cooling and stuff of it. But I don't know, I'll have to maybe experiment. Is it my imagination, or did Fox start on time-ish? Yeah, it was pretty much, yeah, heavy on the ish. It was maybe a minute or two past, but pretty close. How many hours have you been working on this? On the game or on this particular colony? Because I think this is like our 7th live stream for this colony. Something like that. 6th or 7th live stream, anyway. Each one about 2 hours long. But if you're talking about just, like, in terms of playing the game, I don't know. I played somewhere between 600 and 700 hours on it, I think. Down here is the tunnel that we were working on. Wait a minute, I thought there was light down here, but apparently that was just the Atmos suit of the duplicate that was down there. Down this tunnel down here is where we're headed in search of oil. And if we can get our hands on some of that, it'll be wonderful to pump some of it up and start refining that a little bit. Petroleum would be a nice supplement to the coal that we have set up. I'm going to keep an eye on the duplicates when they go down here. Now, we are out of algae at the moment, and these oxygen suits, or these Atmos suits rather, are refilled by an oxygen production system that uses algae. So I'm going to need to try and find some of that as well that we can restock. which is going to be really hard when I can't see, because it's kind of dark out here, and I don't remember where there was a pocket of algae. I'm sure there's one out here somewhere. What are you going to do a Scrap Mechanic live stream? Good question. Not certain at the moment. I was planning just to do some more recorded content, but it's been a rough week. I've had a lot of stuff going on, so I haven't had an opportunity to do that. Oh, there's some algae over here. So I don't have a specific plan for another live stream at the moment. I'm gonna try instead to focus on maybe doing a little bit of recording with it if I can get some time. The thing with Scrap Mechanic is, like, sometimes I want to experiment with it and figure out what I want to build and stuff, and when I go into a live stream, then it's just like a constant flurry of do this, do that kind of statements, everyone telling me what I'm supposed to be doing, and then I'm also trying to play the game and stay alive. So sometimes when I'm trying to be like experimental a little bit, it's just easier when there isn't an audience live at the moment. Then I can edit out all kinds of dead time and stuff too, where something doesn't work quite the way I want, and I gotta break it down and rebuild something. I can edit out time and it speeds it along. Close chat. That would really kind of defeat the purpose of being live, though. I mean, the whole point of live streaming is to chat with people while I'm playing. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Plus, I'm trying to find a way to start doubling up on content a little bit. So if I only do, if all I ever do are live streams, then I can put out 7 pieces of content a week, maximum. Because I'm only going to get a chance to stream once a day. Whereas if I can try to record some other stuff too, then sometimes I can have a video go out live, or go out and then also have a live stream. So I can kind of double up on content a little bit. Yeah, no, we'll talk you play. Why don't you just do all the things better? You know, if you had resources, you could do all the better things. Yeah, we should just do all the things better. Why don't we do the things better? We really should do the better things. I feel like we're slacking if we're not doing the things better. I enjoyed it when the robot broke the seat on your car and it sped off into the lake and ended up upside down. Oh yeah, that was great. That's not something I would have edited out, because that was just funny. Can't believe that happened. I mean, I kind of can, but of all the things for that thing to hit, to actually smack the seat and break it, and then leave me stranded that way was just great. There's a pip hiding way down here in the dark. Start plastic? Can't start plastic. We haven't got oil yet. I'm trying to find my way to get to oil first. That's kind of step number one. And once we get the oil, we start to produce the petroleum. Once we have the petroleum, then we have options to either use it for power and or make plastic. That light went off for a second. We're getting brownouts again. Generators are full, so it's not that. Unless we just over-tap the power supply. Having so many lights in here certainly does tend to drain a little power. We thought about recording 2 live streams at the same time. I think and then you can put out 14 videos a week. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Nate's still resting if you had him on for 4 hours the other night. No, not so much. That was a long stream though. We're gonna try and plan those a little better, so we're not stuck having like a 4-hour stream trying to get through the Horde night. That was just a function of like poor timing on our part. And by our part, I largely mean my part. Okay, I need a duplicate to go through here so I can see something. I need here, come here. Haley, you come down this way. I want to see where the algae is out here that I can try to salvage. There should be some in the little swamp biome over here. If I could just find some for them to dig. I did get a little bit from that patch that's next to the farm, but nope, there's a couple of them right there. See? Look at that. It's getting better already. Move over to here. This is mostly slime, but there is a little bit of algae here, a little here. It's gonna be a little. Whoop! No, come back here. There we go. Oh, look at that. There's a pocket like right here hiding. Okay, let's just plan for you to dig your way into here. We'll see what's over there. I think that's algae. Yeah. You consider sometimes just putting up the stream while you're recording for those who are just hanging around and don't mind dead time of games like Gold Rush. Yeah, I don't know. Recording's kind of a funny thing. Like sometimes I'm working on staging some stuff. Sometimes I'm just playing and then trying to cut out all the idle time. I wouldn't likely do it on YouTube because that would just I don't know, would probably kill the channel a bit. Streams are kind of bad enough as it is. I've already noticed a real trend when I'm not live right now. The channel's like dead. All picks up when I go live, and then it dies off again like right after I stop streaming. And that's, well, again, the function of not having like shorter uploaded content, because live streams just aren't clickable. But I can go from like having 1,200 views an hour while I'm live, and then I stop going live and it goes all the way down to 200. Yeah, it's always a bit of a delay. Seems to vary though. Like I've got it on the short delay right now, but it does seem to vary. It's, you know, sometimes between 15 and 25 seconds. Without the short delay, it can go up as like 45 seconds. It's pretty bad. Playing lights out because normal mode is not hard enough. That's so much pro right there. Not really because it's not hard enough. I just, I don't know, I thought it would be neat to do something a little different. I've been playing the same game week in and week out for years now. So it's nice to change it up a little bit, try something different. And I hadn't really played much with mods before, so this one seemed like a neat idea just to do something a little different. Okay, so we've got a little more algae now. That will run our exosuit, so I don't have to worry immediately about them running out. So that's a plus. True, some people are just looking for quick 20-minute videos. I mean, that's kind of a lot of the case, right? Like, sometimes, like, don't get me wrong, there's not that there's no audience for longer content. It's just that things are generally more clickable, especially if you're a new viewer, when it's shorter. Why don't I play Fortnite? Because I'm terrible at the game. I get stomped. I have potato aim, and my building is trash compared to a lot of the other players and stuff. And when I do stream it, there's, like, nobody watching. There's no point. Enjoying your State of Decay Nightmare play. Trying to play same difficulty too. Frustrating. It is definitely tougher than the Dread Zone. Also, just because the zombies are so much more aware. Like, they're right on top of you all the time. And there seems to be so many more of them. Let's go down here and see what our ladder progress is like. Okay. Our ladder progress is like one that I haven't told them to build any further. There's no plans to build down here, so there's not going to be a lot of progress if I don't give them another ladder to build. Let's build down here. I can't even see what's down here. Like igneous rock, sand, polluted oxygen. So it looks like we're getting into like another swamp biome down here. I feel like we're digging like forever down here, and I'm not getting any closer. I mean, obviously I must be getting closer, but it's way down there. There's Drake under the Atmos suit in case you want another. We've kind of got a lot of these little critters in here right now. They're all getting shaved like crazy. Poor little Drecos. It's not that confusing if you started playing it through, right, CrypticFox? Which, this game looked confusing. Oh, this game, yes. Yeah. So, it's really about, so, like, starting at the beginning obviously makes a difference, because you get a chance to experiment and try all kinds of stuff out and learn how to play. Jumping in when you've got, like, a mod like this that makes it more challenging, and then having a busy colony, it looks a lot more chaotic. You know, you gotta kind of slowly build your way up to it. Ferals and threes is nasty. Man, I hate those ferals. Scare the heck out of me. I mean, I've gotten a little bit better at nuking them when they're coming at me, but still, every now and then they catch me by surprise, and then it's bad news bears. I'm surprised we haven't lost anyone in that community yet. How's our oxygen? Oh, it's filling in now. Okay, I was a little worried about the pressure, but... Oh, well, I mean, it's a little bit lighter down here below this farm, but I think it's because this particular Wheezewort here is like drawing oxygen up and away from this corner, but it's kind of even out a bit. I mean, I might not actually need another pump for a little bit. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that, because if it stops producing the oxygen at the level that we need, I don't want my duplicates to suffocate on me. We're trying to get better at ranching for a while. In those games where it gets as complex as you make it. Yeah, you could play this really, really basic and not build anything complicated. And then, you know, you gradually add in complexity as you want. I think there's a point, though, where, you know, you can only mine so many things and gather so many things. You run away like a pro fox. All your lives, still keep doing what you're good at. You will make it. Thanks, Monopoly Man. Yeah. Sometimes in that game, you just have to admit defeat and run. No. I thought he was going to go down to dig some more. Keep digging. We gotta find the oil, and it's kind of the point down here where I get so low it just says unknown for everything, and I can't tell what's down here anymore. It's just a whole lot of unknown. Because we haven't encountered it yet. You liked it back when it was simpler? I guess. I mean, I like that they kept adding things to the game. Even when it was simple, people found complex ways to do things. Like, we used to boil water using batteries so that we could create steam and purify polluted water and all that kind of stuff. Recycle water around. Nope. No power. That was weird. Why'd the power go out down there? These are still full. I must have overtapped somewhere. The grid's pretty strained right now. I've got quite a few things on it, including all the lights and stuff. So periodically we get into a point where there's more power being drawn out of the grid than what we're producing, and we get these little rolling brownouts. I got to solve for that, get some more power production going. How come our storage room hasn't run out? We haven't built more storage in so long. I guess they just haven't been gathering it up. We've been digging outside of the colony, and there's this is full here. These ones over here are pretty full. So I'd say it's, you know, it's relatively full. There's not really a lot of storage space left there. There was also a couple of storage bins here that I had forgotten to put settings on. And toward the end of the stream last time, we set those so that they would start to put materials back in them. But that's why we've got all these mealwood and stuff up here, because look, all of our food storage chests down here are all full. I need to make more of those again. $331,000 kilocalories of food and going. And most of it's in the form of mealwood. Or meal ice, rather. So meal ice, mushrooms, and nutrient bars in there. Oh, look at all those mushrooms we have. I haven't got anyone frying those things? What's going on here? Fried mushrooms. Make those forever. Fried mushrooms for days. Can I see how you made your power grid? Yep. So, I've split it off in a few different ways here. So down here is where we're currently producing the power. I only have 2 coal generators right now. So there is only so much that they can produce. Those connect into a smart battery, and the smart battery is set so that if it gets mostly full, it will turn off the power generators, and when it gets down to about 30%, it will engage the generators again. In between those, I have my little coal container and an auto sweeper that auto feeds them for me. The grid itself is made of I did like a vertical backbone on this one, so we've got a vertical line that goes up here, and it's in the dark right now, but each of these points here is a transformer, and then each of them controls power for a floor in the base. This top one has a bit more involved in it because it's branching up to a couple of other areas over here. And then down below, I did kind of the same thing. I made a lower branch, and I've connected that to these lower areas so that they have independent power. But that way, each of the individual branches doesn't ever overload because it only has so many machines actually set on it. If the base got bigger and bigger, we'd obviously have to make that backbone bigger. We could extend over to the other side maybe, and then go up, and then have another way to branch off. But it also kind of keeps it out of the way so the duplicates aren't running through that high negative decor area. You want to see the big statue? We got to make all the iron and stuff for that. The big statue is this in furniture, I think. Yeah. So 2,500 kilograms of glass, 2,500 kilograms of diamond, and 5 tons of steel needed just for the head alone. Steel and obsidian are required for the monument base. It would be fun to build that thing. I haven't built one yet, actually. That's a lot of materials, though. We're going to need a refinery going, which means we'll need to set up a cooling system for the refinery. Not to mention having a good incoming supply of materials to actually make the stuff. Hardest part of making steel is getting enough lime in order to make it. So we might even need to set up like a poke shell ranch or something to be able to get enough lime. Big statue is awesome. There's multiple different skins you can select for it once it's built. Yeah, it is really cool. I think I mostly haven't bothered trying because I've never really gotten around to like producing that much lime. We could also get a lot of lime actually if we had a really high density population of shine bugs, because they drop quite a few eggs also. And the eggs can be smashed into lime. So we've got over here somewhere. What is it under? Industrial ingredients? Poke shell malt. That could be ground into lime. Unbreathable gas. I've got contained carbon dioxide. That's for making our soda pop system. Raw minerals. Eggshell. Oh, God, I've seen one of the. I'm so blind. It's one of the ones that's already open. We have 47 kilograms of eggshell, but that's not really that much. I mean, you grind that into lime, and then the lime is used in making the steel, but we need a lot more than that. Can someone explain why you agreed to work tomorrow? It's that almighty dollar, Brittany. You agreed because of the almighty dollar. Or as Homer would say, all-ighty aller. I don't get it. Can you mix that lime with the coconut? Yeah, but yes, but then we'd have to drink it all up. Okay, I'm relatively pleased with our oxygen setup now. That's going all right. How's it doing temperature-wise? It's had a little while to run now. Things have gotten a little bit warmer in here. It's like 54 degrees in there, like 40 in here. The gas we're pulling out of here is 40 degrees. That's pretty warm. But it leaves here at 16. So I'd say our cooling room is doing quite fine. Not that you can see it, but it's doing a good job. Pretty consistent temperature coming out. Comes down here, feeds into our system. So our temperature's down here. It's helping to cool the environment a little bit for us too, because it's a cooler oxygen that's coming through. So that's good on the whole. You like sleep more? I do occasionally too, which is exactly why I didn't stream last night. Sorry, everyone. I wasn't feeling well. I was actually asleep by like 7 o'clock, I think. Money, or they bribed you with cookies? I don't think she did it all for the cookie. When you make your power grid, it always overloads the wires. Yeah, we gotta remember there's multiple different wire types you work with, right? So you kind of split your grid down into lowering amounts. So when you look on this one here, I've got heavy watt wire to carry the big load. That's just to transport the power to the various areas of my colony. And then I run them through a transformer, and I use the regular wire in order to deliver it. If you have a lot of refined metal, you can use the other wire, which name is escaping me, the conductive wire, and that can hold up to up to 2 kilowatts of power. So these hold 1, that holds 2, this one holds like 20. So try to like just branch it out with like, it's like getting smaller and smaller as you go, passing through a transformer. So you could do, you know, like 20 kilowatts into the larger transformer into a 2 kilowatt wire on the other side, and then later on have 2 1 kilowatt transformers to split it even lower after that if you wanted to. I generally don't have to do that. Why did I run out of power? These were fully loaded, and now I can't see. Insufficient coal. Well, that's a distinct problem. I just dug a bunch of coal. Oh, boy. Yeah. Now, on the plus side, this system up here has its own independent power system, so it will keep running. We're going to keep getting oxygen, but in the meantime, I can't run any machines, and that includes the lights we had set up. And also includes recharging our fancy exosuits. So they need to go find coal fast, but I can't see coal, so that's going to be problematic. Ooh, there's coal right here. Get that one. Let's just go like this. Plan to get both of these, because we need that coal. That'll get at least a little power going again. If the light turns back on, I can start to see again. Get Santa quick, we need a bunch of coal. Oh, wouldn't it be funny if there was coal in here? Dirt. Oh, for a second there I thought it was coal. Alright, we'll take the dirt. Whatever. Okay, down here somewhere at the bottom of this ladder, I know there was more coal. I did see it. I just didn't tell them to dig it necessarily right away. We'll send Haley down here on the quest for coal. See what we can find. Apparently there's phosphorite there. It just got pooped out. Cool. There we go. Coal, my lovelies. Oh, there's more coal over there. Yeah, see, we've got a couple spots of it here. We just need to Need to get our duplicates working on this. Collect all that in there. I'm curious to see how deep this one goes. I'll have to wait for someone to return with a shovel. Check the pockets in the laundry. If you can't find coins in there, maybe you'll find coal. There's a lot of water leaking down there. What's going on? They broke into something. Something's created a flood. I think I accidentally told them to dig someplace they weren't supposed to. And I can't see what it is. There's a leak. It's coming down the ladder. Oh, no. There was a pocket of dirty water there. Okay. I don't think that was the reservoir that was right here. I kind of hope it wasn't. Here, somebody go look for me. Here, you go look over here. Okay, no, that reservoir's fine. All right, not a big deal then. Maybe I hit oil? No, not so much. We're not quite that far down yet. We definitely are going to need it tonight, though, because I'm just not keeping a good enough supply of coal going. These are having to run a little bit too often. And that causes problems, as you can see. Oh, good. You found your laundry money. Clean clothes are a good thing. Oh, that was weird. That, wow. Sorry, Eric. I don't know what happened there. Hold on. How do I can't undo that. Oh, it was only 5 seconds. Okay. Yeah, that's a really weird feature in Nightbot. I didn't even notice that. Sorry, Eric. So Eric had posted a message saying he got in his truck today to go to the post office to buy stamps, and the radio immediately started playing a stamps.com commercial. Creeped him out like Big Brother or something, and Nightbot automatically deleted it like right away, and then like gave him a 5-second timeout for posting a link. It wasn't really a link though. It was like the name of a business. Yay for robot sensitivity. And that's why robots don't rule the world. Sorry about that, Eric. Alright, let's put a little ladder in here so we can reach that, because clearly they can't get the coal that's hiding up there. Ooh, there's coal over there too. Somewhere in here somewhere there was coal. I don't know. You going to harvest sleet wheat? What's your deal? Hey, you are. Hooray! Nutrient bars. I feel like they're harvesting it, but we don't actually have a place for them to put the sleet wheat. Because it's not coming up here as a food. What do we got? Hold on. I guess it's not directly edible, so I guess it wouldn't be in there. It'd be in a cooking ingredient. Sleet wheat grains, 129 kilograms. I don't think we have any meat, so we can't make, like, hamburgers or anything, but with sleet wheat, we could make frost buns. 3 units of these. 1,200 kilocalorie frost buns would be nice. Yeah, let's make some of those. We'll set it on forever. They're going to prioritize making mushrooms, I think. But as they run out of mushrooms, we'll start making some frost buns. How did you even get in there? I kind of know, actually. There was a ledge right here, and he must have jumped up to dig. Why aren't you digging? I think this duplicate doesn't have the skill to actually dig that material. We'll set that party 9. Someone else can dig them out quickly, I hope. I hope. Someone, please. Do the needful. Thank you. That's better. Poor little duplicates. Oh, good. I even tagged their coal over here that I intended to tag. They haven't built that ladder yet for me, but they will. But when they do, we'll get more coal. In the meantime, how's the hunt for oil going? It's still black. Breaking news. Oil, still black. Oh, wait, no, you need the oven for the pepper bread. Never mind. Yeah, so we need the second cooking machine. So we have the electric grill right now. But in here, you can make the gas range, and the gas range has a variety of things. It makes stuff with stuffed berries, mushroom wraps, surf and turf, pepper bread, spicy tofu, and the frost burger. If we had an actual proper Paku farm, we can make some of this fancy spicy tofu or like surf and turf eventually, but... Oh, the Frostburger's in here too. Frostbun, lettuce, and barbecue. But we could make barbecue, but the lettuce I don't have, because we just don't have a lettuce farm right now. Hey, Polani. Slash me being better is not hard. Set up a petroleum refinery in your base last night to power range because surf and turf. Nice. I almost forgot. If you want food for days, just let a pip loose inside a cold biome. It will go around planting wild sleetwheat. You end up with tons. Yeah, I bet that would definitely cover it. I generally don't even. I just let the sleetwheat grow wild normally. So even more so when you let a pip loose in there, that would be amazing. I mean, we're not really hurting for food, so I'm not in a rush to do anything fancy, but... I'm so proud Papa likes me. The only command you've ever made? Really? I actually went through Nightbot and started deleting commands. There were like 25 pages of commands in Nightbot that had been added in. I was like, oh my god, there's so much in here. So I started getting rid of stuff that just was like really old or didn't make any sense or nobody used, that kind of stuff. Okay, how about everybody just chill out a little bit? There's no reason to get high-strung over silly comments in chat. Let's not do that. Yeah, Durgan created like so many. It's 25 pages, and each page is like 10 commands or something. There's 250 commands in there. It got so much that there were like weird commands in there that no one was gonna know how to use because they were largely nonsensical. They were very, very specific, and that's gonna cause another leak. Let's try to contain some of this polluted water in here. Oh look, spilling more water all down the ladder that I was worried about before. Oh, I need someone to go look down here. Poor little Pip. Is Christy praying or cheering? And she's cheering. Okay. It's like, please don't leave me buried in this dark, dank hole. Don't run away so quick. I need to see where I'm going here. Oh. That's why they didn't go any farther. It's a bit of a drop-off. Bunch of gold amalgam down here. That's cool. Alright. Let's maybe get some gold amalgam, because, you know, it's gold, and who doesn't like gold? Gold for days. This little light of mine. I'm sure they wish they had a big light. I don't think Nightbot responds to those kind of commands. Tyrannaxis. It's like he has like a set of like specific programmed commands and stuff, but just adding him doesn't generally get responses. Okay, I don't. How far down was that opening? It's down here somewhere, right? I hate that I can't see. I should run more wire down there, I guess. Next time my duplicate comes down here, we're gonna run some more wire down here and see if we can try to put another light a little lower down. Gold member. I love gold. What? Gold member likes gold? No, you're lying to me. Why'd you go back? You didn't even get all the way down to the bottom of the ladder. Well, we really need down here some fire poles. That'd speed things up. If I had more metal anyway. We don't really have the metal for it, but if we did, oh, the fire pole action they'd have. Only response to my divine leader. I think the only people that can trigger Nightbot commands, I think, are the mods, if I'm not mistaken. My current base, cycle 3382. The whole base is made of gold tile. Bling Palace. I can see that. I have never run a colony that long. By the time I get to like 300 to 500 cycles, I've always ended up at the point where I was starting a new one. And oftentimes before that, mind you, I was also... Oh, that is no power. No power is no bueno. That would be because only one of these is running. Even though we have coal. The coal is not in here. Alright. These need to be... Let's set these for priority 7. We're going to put the coal storage at priority 6 because I just don't think they're carrying it over here when they should be. There we go. So that might help maybe a little bit with the brownouts. If they actually deliver the coal where it needs to be used, that would be really handy. Am I going back into below 0? Yeah, they did the... They finally pushed the update, I think, to the main part of the game with the new intro and stuff for it. So I would like to go back and replay it using... Because, I mean, I didn't finish it, obviously, but... I want to go back and play it again, but there's so much I have on the go at the moment in games. I don't know how I can find the time. Again, because I've only been streaming lately and I haven't had time to record, for the most part, anyway. I can only really do 7 things a week, and that's not really a lot when you think about all the game content that comes out. I just got access to a new game that's coming out in a little over a week, I think. Maybe a little less than a week. It comes out like a week or something like that. I just got access to that, so I've been trying to figure that out. And then I had a company offer to sponsor a video, so now I've got to figure time out for that if that ends up playing out. Plus, there's new games coming out all the time, so I don't know. Finding times is really hard. My favorite is still Shadow because it makes everyone shout out. Got a sponsorship? Yeah, it's not like a formal thing, but it's like, hey, we're sponsoring your channel kind of thing. It's more like an offer to sponsor an individual video. But I haven't sorted it out yet. We just started talking. What are mods? Mods is short for moderators. They're the people that hang out in the chat and try to help keep the discourse civil, shall we say? They're the ones that sort of manage the stream courtesy rules and that kind of stuff, and try to keep people from spamming and all that kind of junk. Hello. Come on, dupes. Keep digging down here. I can't see where they're going anymore. Oh, we got a duplicate that's not used to using the suit. They're going slow. Who are you? Das Geist. So we got to see skills for Das Geist. Let's get them sped up in the exosuit a little bit. We got 5 points available. We can do that. Look at that. Now you can move quickly, and you're going to be super stressed because you're not equipped for handling this amount of stress. All right. I just totally messed with your morale, but that's okay. You'll be fine, I swear. It's only off by 4. Johnny Test is super stressed, too. We probably got a similar scenario for Johnny Test. Building lacks resources. Electric grill. What we ran out of. Oh, you know what? I think I had the electric grill set up to do barbecue. And we don't have any meat, so that's fine. It's just little meat. It's still good. It's still good. Gonna have to catch up. So catch you on the archive. I'm super tired, so we'll see you in the next stream. See you, Dimitri. Thanks for dropping in. I get it. I stream kind of late. It's like I don't start until like 9 p.m. my time. So if you're overseas or something, that gets pretty late. Especially. What's this now? I don't think it's good except Nightbot. Nightbot's just a bot. Nightbot does very little. Does very little we don't tell it to do anyway. It has a couple of like automatic things it takes care of, but other than that. Like, why don't we try to get Fox to sing annoying songs? Oh, God. Not that. Please, not that. Love how late you stream. Perfect time for me. See, it works for some people. Works for me, too. I work all day, do the family thing at night, get the kids to bed, ideally. Lately, it hasn't been working so well because the sun's out too late these days. Nope, we haven't found a natural gas vent. No, we haven't found any geysers or anything yet, but it's so dark. I mean, like, finding it is really, really tough. Like, short of, like, individually going around the map like this with my mouse pointer and trying to find something, we'll just have to stumble into it. Do I have points to assign to bots? I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Holy, finish the ladder already. Come back. If I soda chat, does he have to sing the song? Just asking won't really do it. Oh, super chat that. No. We don't need any karaoke tonight. Like Beat Bobby Flay, but with more fighting. So you can work whole day and be a YouTuber at night? I haven't tried that. That's pretty much what I'm doing. Yeah. I used to be better at it. I was I would work on YouTube stuff until about 2 o'clock in the morning, but lately I've just been finding that I'm just so tired. I just can't. Look at the temperature overlay. Can you cancel? No, if you look at the temperature overlay, it will only show the temperature in the area where things are lit up. So everything out here is still all darkness. So that doesn't work. You can kind of look at your priorities and then see where there's like numbers and stuff, but the trouble is like you can't mouse over them at that point anymore because there's no tooltip for the mouse over to show you what it is. So these could be plants in here. Some of this there might be geysers in here somewhere, but a lot of it is probably plants. And unfortunately, there's a lot of the tricks you would normally use don't really work so well with this particular mod because everything's dark. That's water over. That's clean water over there. Seems like a lot of clean water over there. That's unusual. There's probably a geyser here somewhere. There's steam over here. There's got to be a steam geyser down here. Sings Kansas. Oh no, you need some Kansas covers? I don't even know any Kansas. I don't know. I mean, I probably do, but I can't think of it right now. Hey friend, do you want to do some DST again? Did I mention I want a new computer so I'll even host? Then you can use all my mods. Hey Polani. I don't know what I'm going to play again. That's a good question. I kind of been doing it a little bit randomly, right? Take me home, country roads. Oh god, no. Yeah, I don't know. Congrats on the new computer. I remember you mentioning that. You heard a gurgling? Yeah, there's a geyser down there somewhere. It's probably like a cool steam vent or something. Come on. Wake up. Go dig. We need to find out what that is down there. That could be very useful. Probably not so much up here, because I don't really need the water up here at the moment, I don't think. At least I'm fairly certain I don't. It's really hard to tell, but I think there's a pretty good reservoir right here. So I don't need the water up here right now, but if we do find oil down there, we could pump that water into the oil well. That will be really, really helpful. Carry on my wayward son. I tried to do a video a long time ago using that song. It was like a montage of stuff from Dark Souls. And as soon as I uploaded it, it immediately got blocked worldwide because of the copyright. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's not going to work. Guar's cover of Carry On My Wayward Son's the best canvas. I've never heard that. No, I'll play with you anytime. Or Battle Block Theater if you want something more smashy. I really should try Battle Block Theater. Oh, where's that wire I was working on up here? Show me that power. There we go. Getting low on the metals here. It was kind of helpful that we found that gold, but I need, there we go. That's what I needed. I need to be able to see where the light's gonna go. Keep going, little guys. Look for it. It's hilarious. Yeah. Been looking at getting a 2-in-1 laptop tablet. Don't know if you want to drop $500 on it. The tricky part with tricky part with getting a laptop is if you get one that's a little bit cheaper, they just don't tend to work very well. I mean, based on what you want. I mean, if you're largely going to be doing like browsing or something on the internet with it, then it's probably fine. But sometimes you can get a laptop for a couple $100, but then it just it's just not capable of like processing anything. So you got to be a little cautious with that sometimes. Guar canvas, like the metal cover of Toss a coin to your Witcher, but I can't say name unless you're allowed to. It depends on how sweary the name is. You took down one of your only videos for copyright. There was no music. Oh, see. When this one, I flat out knew that I had used a copyright song. I was just curious whether I could post it anyway. I was at the time I wasn't monetizing. I wanted to put it up there. And there's a couple of options they have when you post copyrighted music. They can allow the video to be there, and then the copyright owner will just take whatever ad revenue gets generated from it, and they'll run their own ads. Or they can block it in a given region. So, like, maybe it's blocked in, like, Germany, for example, but it's fine somewhere else. Or they can block it worldwide, which means that it won't be shown to anyone anywhere in the world. And that's what happened with that song. Carry On My Wayward Son, apparently very heavy copyright. Seven lever words? What's this now? Frog Leap Studios? I'm confused. Don't want to do anything fancy, mostly just watching videos, doing some small writing projects and stuff. Yeah, I mean, you could probably make do with a Chromebook then. If that's all you're using it for. You don't really need processing power for that kind of stuff. So maybe look into a Chromebook. They're probably cheaper. And if it's mostly just videos and writing, that's what the kids use at school these days. Does my way still get people a shot? I did it my way. Toss a dupe at your fox, oh asteroid of plenty. Toss a dupe at your fox, a drowner of everything. There's no witchers here. 3 computers, 2 Kindles, 1 iPad. You're officially outnumbered. Yes, that is a little bit. We've got a lot of electronics in the house too. I mean, I think we have 3 iPhones, 2 Amazon tablets, a Chromebook, 3 laptops, my desktop computer. I feel like over the years we've just like been accumulating junky pieces of technology. You just sort of collected in your head. Yeah, it's right, exactly. They just sort of add up over time. It's kind of funny how that works. None of the ones we have are expensive, and the one laptop we have is my one from work, so it's not like we paid for it. It's just one I got issued. But oh, plus I have a Samsung phone from work also. So there's a lot of stuff connected to my Wi-Fi. I was really hoping we would have found oil by now so I could start to tap into it, but it's not looking too good. I mean, at least we found a geyser. I mean, there's got to be a geyser down there. I'm almost positive. Or like a cool steam vent or something. Oh, stop. You stop right there. Forget building. Come over here. I need to see. Oh, I hear it. There's definitely a vent over here. Oh, it's distracted by cheese. Nothing's more dangerous than when you're distracted by cheese. Hey, good. We got light down here, too. Yay! All tiny little bit of it. It's even an active vent. Oh, cool steam vent. There it is. Boom. 5.1 kilograms per second at 110 degrees. Eruption period 261 every 514, but I'll have to study it before we can know more about it. I'm Somewhere here there was stuff I wanted to dig. I can't see it anymore. Refer me to your company, Fox. I want free stuff too. It's not really free stuff. I just can't. I mean, I work from home a lot, and I travel for work and things too. So I had to have a laptop to be able to do my work on. So it's not like it's mine to keep kind of thing. It's mine while I'm working there. It's a much more accurate way to say it. And there's limitations of what I'm allowed to do with that work laptop. Melt those used electronics down. There's more gold in a pound of electronic devices than there is in a pound of gold. Plus other cool things. Someone tell Clay we need a bean geyser. Yeah. Yes, that is correct, Monopoly Man. None of that. No prawn. Strictly no prawn. Also, no games. I can't install programs on it. I have to have our IT department install anything I'm going to need. That kind of stuff. There's always those limitations with work machines. There it is. Ba-jing. Analyze. I'd like to have a light down here so I could see it erupting and when it's not erupting, but I guess we'll make do. Okay, so that sort of puts the... Oh, there's waterweed down here too. How is it possible the waterweed gets too wet? It literally grows in water. I wonder if I flooded it with regular water. No, it's all salt water. Okay, we can't really dig any farther down here because that will cause a problem for our vent. I also can't dig up through there. I'm gonna have to like... I can't dig through there. What have I got over here? Granite, carbon dioxide, bleach stone, waterweed, salt water. I can kind of like... I want to dig over and go down, maybe, or maybe I can go down the other side of the vent. I just don't want a bunch of water like flooding into my oil area if I actually manage to find one. That's right, no prawns indeed. Auto-corrected. It's alright. It's not a big deal. Maybe it grows in dry water? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I didn't even think about the dry water. How could I miss that? It must have just have like a certain amount of it. If it's too high of a level, it drowns it. The lettuce part needs dry. It's a very needy plant. Man, I don't even want to plant those things. I guess I can try to get them, harvest them wild. You read ebooks on your phone? Yeah. Yeah, if you're really just like watching videos and like writing something using like a word processor, then Chromebook would probably do everything you need. Distracted by cheese, not so distracted by cheese right now. Boom, get that geyser. It's only 104 degrees in here. That's fine, right? It occurs to me I should probably try to stop. Well, actually, it's got a downward level here. Probably won't have to worry about steam escaping and getting up the ladder. How am I going to get myself out of here? I don't want to have to dig a whole new tunnel. This took forever to get down here. I mean, I guess I could dig on the other side of this thing, maybe? If we dig like, we'll build like a ladder up here. And we'll dig a little channel into here. I want to try to make like a little vent kind of thingy, or like a little airlock kind of jobby. I can't even think. Come on, brain. What kind of rocks have we got down here? I don't even know what it dug up. I think I only got gold over here, didn't I? Yeah, gold. Well, we don't want to make it out of gold. That's definitely not what I want. All right, so if we do like a little airlock in here. Something like this, so we'll get a little more ladder in here. I just don't want to have an issue with all kinds of like steam and water and stuff getting out. So we'll try that out. See if our duplicants can make that work for them. Just saw the title of your colony. Well done. Yes. Oh God, the black. Lasagna? Is it fresh made lasagna? Po, or is it like that frozen stuff? Some of the crabs, we need the space crabs. The space crabs have got to be around here somewhere. We've got the waterweed here. I bet you there's probably some around here somewhere. Hydrogen, granite. I'm just happy we found our first geyser finally. Kind of took just this side of forever. And actually, with the shape of this room, it'll automatically control the distribution of the water. So let's say this erupts for a while and I don't draw the water out. It will continue to fill up until it reaches this lower portion here. And then this side of the room will continue to fill up with water, and this side won't. It will stay at the level it's at. So I've got like a natural control mechanism to handle the water flow. That airlock won't work. It needs an extra set of blocks too, else you have no corner. Oh, jeez, yeah. Bow. Okay, hold on. That's what I wanted to do. And then dig all this out. There we go. My bad. All fixed. You don't make your pasta yourself or anything? Fresh made isn't it took you all day? Yes. No, I wouldn't necessarily expect you to make your own pasta, but I mean it's cool if you did, but yeah, you could just buy the pasta noodles or the lasagna noodles rather, and then make the whole lasagna. I haven't made lasagna in forever. My kids don't like it. My kids don't like any of the cool food. They only just started to eat tacos. It took me the longest time of making tacos for them finally to start to like them. Every time I made them before, they were like, oh, tacos. I hate tacos. I'm like, what is wrong with you? You're a kid. You're supposed to love tacos. Fox like writing using magic ink is just so dark. It really is. Like, look at this. Okay, now, if we can... so up here we need 2 eyes. And then eyebrows. There we go. Taco lasagna. I love tacos. As a kid, they were amazing too. I just love being able to build my own stuff at the table. Like, I don't know. What's wrong with my kids? I don't know. I don't know. They won't eat all the stuff that I used to love as a kid. It drives me nuts. KitchenAid pasta maker is a great thing. Yeah, we have one of those, is it the KitchenAid mixing things with a big mixing bowl, the power mixer? Those are really handy. There's an attachment you can get on those for making pasta. But, again, my kids, they're so weird that if I made fresh pasta, they probably wouldn't like it because it doesn't taste like the dried stuff. You know? We tried making them like fresh macaroni and cheese once, and they refused to eat it because it wasn't Kraft dinner. What are you doing to tacos to make them wrong? It's not that. They won't. I mean, my kids don't like spicy stuff. So I super toned down the spices on the meat. My one daughter doesn't like cheese. So it's like, she's lately started to eat soft shell tacos with nothing but like meat and salsa on them. And nothing else. I'm like, that's not even a taco, honey. Taco seasoning spicy. For my kids, like even like a little bit of black pepper is spicy. Yeah. Mini Fox doesn't like cheese. Won't eat it. Used to love it when she was a little kid. I don't know if I overfed her cheese or what, but she will not eat it now. When we got pizza, we bring home pizza, she literally takes all of the toppings off until she just has like crust with sauce on it. Won't eat the cheese. Sometimes, depending on the topping, if it's like sausage or something, she'll put that back on the pizza, but I need to get my child checked out. I know, right? Then white pepper. Is she allowed to stay in Canada if you don't like cheese? I don't know. They might kick her out eventually. It's really, really hard to say. She's treading a dangerous line there. Yeah, I can't eat eggs. So I can't, there's no doing that. I hear... That sounds like Wheezeworts. Oh, there's snow down here. Oh, it is a cold biome. Found another cold biome. Who doesn't like cheese and pizza? My daughter, because it's cheese. She won't eat it. The only way she'll eat cheese is in pizza pockets. Like those Pillsbury, the Pillsbury ones. What are they? What are they? Pizza Pops or whatever? Pillsbury Pizza Pops. That's the only cheese she'll eat, are the ones that are in that. It's not even real cheese. It's like diced up white stuff. We don't get the Hot Pockets. We get the Pillsbury Pizza Pops. Did I never go to college? No, I went to university. So school is a little different in Canada relative to the U.S. College and university are very different things. Colleges tend to focus on... There's no power. It's all black down here. Colleges focus on a lot of like the trade skills and stuff, and there's like some engineering and things that happen in college. And then universities focus on a lot of the theoretical stuff, I guess. So like all of your sciences and law and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I did a few years of university. I never graduated because I ran out of money, but because Hot Pockets are all you eat in college. Well, I did eat Hot Pockets, but I also eat the Pillsbury Pizza Pops, and I had a grilled cheese maker that would like squish the bread together. So I would make these pizza sandwiches in it that were just like 2 slices of bread with like pizza sauce and cheese, just like mashed together. So it was kind of like a pizza, like a Hot Pocket or whatever, but like homemade. Super good. All right, we ran out of coal again. In the absence of coal, we have no power. Aside from our oxygen system, that still has power, so we're okay there. But that does cause some problems because, well, actually, our stress isn't even bad, but they're not going to be able to use any of the de-stressing machines, so no massages for our duplicants, no soda makers, no nothing until I get my hands on some more coal, which, again, I can't see. We also won't be recharging our exosuits, which is similarly a problem. I can't even tell where they are at the moment. I know they're down here somewhere. All right, were they up here? Is that them there? I think that was them. Okay, hold on. Move up here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I need you to go and find me some coal. It's very important. Oh boy. These are all completely uncharged. Okay, I've got a problem. I can't send my duplicates out in fancy protective wear anymore. I need to disable this. And I've got to send somebody out into the horrible, awful environment outside of our colony in search of coal with nothing more than the light on their helmet. Oh boy. This is going to go great. Okay, Haley, try not to die, because that would be embarrassing, you know, for you, because, you know, I'm not the one with the mining hat. Where did I see some pockets of coal that I can get? Do you have an ethanol until you find coal? I do not. I do not. We don't have any trees planted right now, so ethanol is not an option. I was on the hunt for oil in an effort to set up a petroleum generator. But it's taking a lot longer to find the oil than I thought it would, to be completely honest. Okay, what is up this way? I don't remember what's over here. It looks like not coal. I gotta keep an eye on her oxygen level too, because I gotta give her enough time to run back. Okay, that's not gonna work. Run back that way. Alright, check down here. Somewhere down here there's gotta be a pocket of coal that we didn't dig out yet. This is a really hard way to play. This is not cool. Get out of the way. Where is all the coal hiding? There was a pocket of it in here. Maybe I can get some more down there. Okay, what do we got over here? Eggshell. Bleach stone, chlorine, mirth leaf. Nope, not gonna get it over on that side. What about over here? Abyssalite. That's a lot of abyssalite. Nope. Not so much. Peach pepper nuts. In the right biome for it. Not seeing any over here either. Oh boy. Chlorine. Nope. Iron ore, hydrogen. Coal! Oh my god, there's coal. Okay. Come down here. I just need enough light that I can tell them to dig the stuff. Oh, there it is. Sweet, delicious coal. That's right, we eat coal around these parts. Okay. So as long as I got it set up for the dig. Oh god, I hope nobody gets scalded down here. Please don't get burned by the steam. Oh god, no. Of all the, oh, there it is. Scalding too. Hooray! How about you guys don't work down there right now? Get out of here. Just get the coal. Too good for the coal? Okay, if they can get some of that delivered, we get a little burst of power, and we actually get some light so I can see what I'm doing, hopefully a little bit. Set up a hatch farm? We have a hatch farm. It's not very big, though. So it is a little bit limited in its scope. Considering how much coal we're burning for power right now, it's not great. I mean, normally this late in the game, I would have other power sources going. Like I'd have hydrogen, or not hydrogen. I'd have natural gas. Potentially would have petroleum going. You know, we might have ethanol. This time round, not so much. We've been using coal for most of it, and now we're paying the price because we're running out of coal. Oops, don't mean to go all the way down. Save the time and effort. Dig this coal up here. Please stop getting scalded. No. Just go back. Go back! What are you doing? Oh, he's breathing. Oh god. Oh god, he's hurt. And we don't even, I don't think we even have a hospital built. That's not good. Need around 4 or 5 hatch farms to really survive off coal. Yeah, it takes a lot. Turn on your suit station. Ooh, it's getting power again, so we can do that. Enable building. There we go. We have power again. Hooray! For the moment. Only for the moment. Ooh, spicy tofu. Algae. I want the spicy tofu, but we got a lot of food. I'm gonna grab the algae. I tried to find geyser. Well, we found the cool steam vent, but that's about it. The thing is, with all this darkness, the only thing we could really do is like mouse around and try to bump into one, which is not cool. That method of finding coal, though, I'm dead. It's not a good way to find it, let me tell you. We need to get past coal. I don't want that to be as my primary fuel source. Why aren't you wearing suits? Didn't someone not turn the suit thing on? I'm pretty sure this is enabled. Yeah. No more going down here without suits on, please. 317 kilograms. We're gonna run out of power again in a moment. I was actually suspecting that this might be how I would wind up dying in this colony, was I'd run out of something like coal or dirt or something and not be able to find a good like replacement source of it because I couldn't see. That may end up being what happens. I mean, it's not necessarily at that point just yet, but things could go poorly for us. There's more coal down here. That's so cool. At least they won't get scalded down here anymore. Is using a manual generator inefficient for a contingency plan? With only 8 duplicants it is, yeah. I mean, if we had to, we certainly could use one. But we're producing 1,200 watts of power right now with the 2 coal generators, and we're using pretty much all of it. So, like, the manual generator produces 400 watts. So I'd need 3 of these running to produce a similar amount of power. I could enable this thing. So we use 1 duplicant. Maybe we can stretch out the amount of coal we have. I guess that might help a little bit. But I'd have to tie up 3 duplicates running on the treadmills constantly, which would only leave 5 duplicates to do all the other activities. Am I trying to broil one of the dupes? No, I wasn't. We were steaming them. Can't reach right side, build for coal. Oh. Where's that? Oh, they got it down here. This was it here, I think, wasn't it? No, that was a different spot. Where's the other one? It's farther down, I think. On the plus side, like I said, that this thing having its own independent power supply is great, because, you know, we didn't have to worry about the oxygen stopping while I had no power. Shut down power just like Earth Hour. Brilliant. Give that one a promotion. We don't need lights. What do we need lights for? I mean, the duplicates get all stressed out when they don't have light. But they're kind of living in the dark anyway. I mean, I send them out of the colony so often to go do stuff where there's not really any light sources, aside from the couple that I put down here. So they pretty much have the dark debuff the entire time. Build a medical wing. I don't have a spot to put the medical beds right now. That's kind of a problem. That weird audio bug again. I mean, the only place I could conceivably put a couple of medical beds would be like right here. I guess they don't necessarily have to be in a hospital, I don't think, for them to make use of them. At least they didn't have to be. Accelerates health and the healing process. So what does the room benefit give for medicine, the hospital? I don't remember what I don't remember what the benefit is for it actually being a hospital. But we can put the medical beds like right here. we'll get a little bit of recovery hopefully out of the duplicates. They got treated on triage consults in the hospital. Yeah, it will help a little bit. I should actually check. Where's their vitals? Health 39 out of 100 for distracted by cheese. Oh, what's slime lung on Johnny Test? So all things considered, I thought it said a couple of them got scalded, but they couldn't have gotten scalded much because distracted by cheese is the only one that got significantly hurt by it. Should name this colony the people under the stairs, or yeah, or cannibalistic humanoid underworld dwellers. Oh, it's close to water. Yeah, if they're not. Oh yeah, if somebody gets sick, they're gonna wind up puking in the water supply. I mean, oh, Johnny Test has slime lung. Yeah. Well, whatever, we'll make do. If they puke in the water, they puke in the water. I'm not using that right now anyway. You decide which dupe lives or dies. Called triage. Triage nothing. Use your O2 machine on a larger scale to make excess hydrogen for power. 2 electrolyzers, smart battery will power 2 hydrogen generators. Yeah, so normally in my colony, I have often been using a double-sized one of these. So if you guys, I'm sure everyone's probably seen it, but if you haven't, where is that? Is it in options? No. Toggle lights out. There we go. So if you haven't seen it, this is the oxygen setup we have in here. In a lot of the colonies where I'm taking more duplicates, this isn't enough. It won't produce enough oxygen, so I've been doubling it up. I have an electrolyzer on each side of the hydrogen pump, and then 3 oxygen pumps on the bottom, and it produces like plenty of oxygen to keep up with my needs. And yeah, it will power 2 hydrogen generators, and then those hydrogen generators feed the system to keep it powered. And usually there's a little bit of excess I can tap off of it too, but not really a lot. You're the reason I bought this game. Love your work, man. Keep it up. Love watching you play it. Well, thanks, Lewis. Glad you've been enjoying the game, and I'm glad you enjoy the videos as well. Very much appreciated. There are Morlocks who are the Eloy. I don't know. Fox is cheating. He must describe the oxygen room with the lights out. Oh, sorry. it's sort of squarish with pumps and this thing that makes oxygen. And then we take the oxygen out. I do like that giving them digging one and putting mining hats on all of them. I probably have it on most of them. Hard digging. No, actually I don't. Some of the duplicates they're a little stressed though. Hard digging. The thing is, like, I kind of like having the different types of hats so that I can see what I have people assigned to. But I suppose the benefit of being able to see in the dark is enough that we can give them all a fancy mining hat. There we go. There. So when they go and switch their hats, everyone will finally be able to see. It was a time machine reference? Oh, okay. Polani was lurking here earlier. I don't know where she went. Oh, she was making lasagna or something. I think it was almost ready. She might have had to go get that out of the oven. Gonna dig me a hole, gonna put a dupe in it. It feels like a song reference, but I'm not catching the song. Just got out of the oven. Lasagna. Lasagna. My cousin used to make a really good lasagna, but he was also like super into spicy stuff. So I had to like drink down a jug of milk while I was having it, but it's time for the bourbon. Bourbon and lasagna, that's a good mix. Fox hasn't read The Time Machine yet. You will in the future, then come back and we'll understand the reference. That's right. You got it. You got it. I mean, I've read A Wrinkle in Time. Does that count? Garfield. Oh my god, I used to live on Garfield. Garfield and Snoopy I used to just devour when I was younger. When we had to do reading at school, I was the kid at the library checking out the Snoopy and the Garfield books. Hey, I got a book. What are you complaining about? You have a space above where your food is, you just need to dig? Well, that's all in CO2, though. I wouldn't really want the hospital bed sitting in CO2 so much. Jug of milk? Wait, I thought you're Canadian. You drink a bag of milk. Yeah, but we put the bag in a jug. The jug is designed to hold the bag. Hold on. Canada milk jug. Images. Here we go. Open image in new tab. There we go. Canadian milk. Boom. So you've got your bag and it sits in the jug. And then you cut off the corner of the bag and you pour it. And when the bag's empty, you throw the bag out, you put a new one in, cut the corner off. And they sell these in Canada. So there's 3 of these, like 1 little bit liter bags in 1 bag of milk. So you're constantly working on a fresh 1 liter quantity of milk each time, instead of having like one of those big, great big squarish plastic jugs or whatever. But then when we throw it out, this little tiny thing crumples up into like just a little itty bitty little bit of plastic instead of the big plastic jugs. Yeah, we don't wash the jug either. I mean, every once in a while you have to because stuff spills, but that's not what we do. We cut the plastic and pour it into the jug. No, God, no, don't do that. That's a crime. It's a crime. It starts to taste like everything in your fridge. You don't want that because it's not covered. Gross. I actually thought you just had a bag sitting in your fridge and leaking all over. No, so it's like a Canada milk bag. I can't believe I'm looking this up. It's just funny the way stuff is between Canada and the US. So this is how it's sold. It's like this bag here has 3 of these little bags inside of it. And then, you know, you just buy them and put them in your fridge, and then you use them up, and when they're gone, you go buy more. You know, versus like the U.S. milk jug or whatever. Versus these things, where you've got like a ton of plastic to recycle, and they take up a huge amount of space in your fridge. Not so much with those milk bags, because they lay down flat underneath stuff. I know, it's really weird because it's not American, but that's how we do it. I think it was more like boxed wine with a with a pour spout. Nope, not so much. How do you reseal it? You don't. You cut the corner off and you just use it until it's gone, and then you move on to the next one. So you do each individual bag at a time. But in my house, one of those little bags inside that thing is lucky to last a day. We go through stupid amounts of milk. Ooh, fried mushrooms. Add that to our food list because 405,000 kilocalories is not enough. Oh, I forgot to set this thing. Copy settings. There we go. Where do you go to shop? We only have the jug 80. Well, yeah, so all the grocery stores, pretty much all the milk is sold that way here. They also have like those square cardboard cartons of milk or whatever you can get. I don't know. I assume they have those in the US also. So they have that too. And you can sometimes get those larger squarish plastic jugs of milk, depending on what stores you go to. But they just take up so much space in the fridge. We talk about this. We talk about the oddest things on my stream. How do we get talking about milk? I got to run out of coal again too. I need to find coal. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're going down a branch. There might be some. How about you look up here? Coal. Haha. Jackpot. Give me that. That's sweet, sweet black gold, which is not oil. I don't know. We do get these glass bottles of milk that you can return for a deposit. Oh yeah, there's that too. Yeah, you also get like, I think you can get milk deliveries if you want to pay for it. Cardboard milk box as well. Yeah. Okay. From local dairy farm. Yeah. Oh, there's more coal up here I saw. I need a... Oops, stop that. I need a ladder up here. And there's coal up top here. Coal equals black diamond, maybe? Yeah, I mean, it'll become diamond if you give it enough time and enough pressure. I guess that might apply. As long as we get a little... There's oddly enough still power? No, no, there's not. Oh, I see why. We have someone around on the treadmill. So we're getting tiny itty-bitty amounts of power. This poor duplicant's just is nice, guys. He's just running for his life. Glad that our ketchup in Canada looks better than America. It actually tastes like tomatoes. I mean, if you say so. I mean, it still tastes like ketchup, but it's just maybe not as sweet. What really comes first, though? Cereal or milk? Gotta be the cereal. Gotta be the cereal. Who puts cereal onto the milk? I mean, how do you know how much milk your bowl can take? You can pour the cereal on top of the milk, and it floats. So it just... No, I mean, unless it's the kind that doesn't float. But even still. No, cereal first, then milk. Bags of milk, university and college, different things, healthcare for everyone. You Canadians are so different. Yeah, imagine that. And we even have chocolate bars you don't have up here. I mean, you guys have chocolate bars we don't have down there too, in all fairness. But we have this chocolate bar here. Open image, new tab. Boom. Coffee crisp. It's like layers of like cookie kind of stuff, like or more like layers of wafer that are like coffee flavored and then like covered in chocolate. We're so weird up north. We also don't call it electricity half the time. We call it, well, around where I am, we call it hydro. Mostly because a lot of it's generated by the Niagara Falls hydroelectric dam. And our Smarties are better than theirs because their Smarties are rocket. Yeah, ours. Yeah, Smarties are a different thing here too. Yeah. A crazy person does milk first. Yes, yes they do. What's that, Maddie? Although my husband had a small crisis when we had milk from California versus Arizona when we first met. Now he has to just have the memories since I moved. Oh, yeah. It's funny how stuff can just be so different when we're so close. Coffee crisp isn't that good. You take that back. Twix, it's a Twix. We have Twix too. Been living away from Canada for a few years now. I always ask friends who visit me to bring coffee crisps. Ah, see? Vivian knows. I mean, you guys have, in the US, there are a bunch of chocolate bars you have that we don't have up here, too. Like, what have you guys got? Like the Clark bar. Fifth Avenue, I think. There's a few of them anyway. Is cereal a soup? No. No, it is not. Oh my god. Siri, I wasn't talking to you. I said cereal. Good grief. With Amazon, I can have anything you Canadians have. Dang it. Can you get those in on? I don't know if you can get them on Amazon. I guess it's possible. Okay, I'm gonna need to turn off the suit again because I can't get out of here to find coal. These are all out of power again. Arg. Disable building. I still didn't. Did they even finish that? No, I can't check. Go get me the coal. I told you where to dig it. You just gotta go recover it now. Where are you going? Over there? Yeah, yeah. That's right. I know it's warm, but you can take it. Take the. Oh. Where are you going? Going for. All right, trying to breathe or something. For some reason, these duplicates place a high value on oxygen. I don't get it. Come on, dupes. Get that power going. Timbit cereal now? I have not seen that. That does not sound good. Enable building. All dressed chips. We didn't have Cookie Crisp cereal up here until just recently. Although Cookie Crisp tastes like corn pops to me. I don't know. Into corn pops. Ooh, there's coal up here too. Okay, so we need more ladders. As usual, our colony requires more ladders. Let's build these up here. Get that coal. It's like the great coal hunt going on here. Down Under has weird foods. What, like Vegemite? Best Canadian chocolate bar. Unfortunately, now they don't do it anymore. Was the Caravan? I don't know if I ever had the Caravan. Some exports we should apologize for at CrypticFox. Sorry for Cookie Crisp. Yeah. As a kid, though, that was all I wanted because, like, living in Canada close to the border, we would see a lot of U.S. advertisements and a lot of U.S. programming. And so I was always seeing advertisements for Cookie Crisp, and I could never get it. So we bought my daughter for her 12th birthday. We got her a box of Cookie Crisp. And I think I ate, like, half the box. Not that it's any good, but I ate it anyway. Because I'm a giant kid. Down Under has a spider the size of your head and has tiny little spiders that hang out with it like ew. Yeah, I really want to see Australia, but I'm really I'm not a fan of insects that can murder me. So I've kind of resisted the urge to go. And that and the fact it would cost me more money than what I have. So do Canadians say slang like buck? Like when you're talking about $1, like a buck? Yeah. Although, yeah, we say a buck, but we also say loony because our dollar is a coin, and then it has a picture of a loon on it. Down Under has giant pythons in your yard. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff in Australia that you gotta be afraid of. Trapdoor spiders, crocodiles, wonderful snakes, all kinds of murderous insects. Good times. I mean, the people that live there obviously don't worry about it because, you know, it's just home, I guess, but... Holy heck, miss you guys. Love y'all. Work was practically a tragedy today. Good lord. So happy to be in a CrypticFox stream. Hey, Crystal. Glad you're able to make it. Sorry to hear you had a crummy day at work. Ooh, we got more coal over here. I can't build there? I can't build anywhere? Okay, dig this. Gotta get that coal. This whole lack of power thing is really starting to suck. I really need to get them working on stuff down here too, which I can't see right now. Australia's like green hell. Don't take Nate with you if you go. What happened to Nate? Well, I pushed him off a cliff into the mouth of a crocodile that was fighting with a snake. And he got bit by a spider on the way down. His YouTube channel used to watch of a commercial snake catcher in Australia because it needs like, oh my god. Trapdoor spiders live more than I know they do, but there aren't any around here. I live in a very mundane place in the world, all things considered. You know, we don't have too much by way of like venomous insects or snakes or whatever, earthquakes, tornadoes, yada yada yada. It's very generally safe here, for the most part. Okay. I need to have them build the ladder over here, but I can't see whether I'm giving them instructions for it or not yet. So we're gonna get the... I kind of wish you could just take control of the character and make them move around using WASD, so you can walk them wherever you want them to go instead of having to, like, give them series of commands like this. That would be great. Okay. So we're in the cold biome here, but I want to dig my way down through it and see what we've got. They haven't built that ladder yet, but they do have instructions for it. Okay, so hopefully somewhere down below here we'll have oil. I mean, there's lots of water and stuff here. It's going to be... Wow, that's a long way down. Oh, I can't believe we haven't found... Look at... If we zoom all the way out... Look how far down we are from the main colony, and I'm still... I still don't know where the oil is. I was determined to find some tonight, but I don't know that we're going to have any luck. How about a first-person view would be amazing, too, but probably outside the scope of the graphical capability. That'd be awesome, though. Yes, geese are very mean. Especially when they have eggs around. At our office, they had a bunch of geese that would lay eggs every spring in the planters outside of our office. And then when people would come outside to go, you know, to their car or go have a cigarette or whatever, the geese would attack them. Somebody could see more coal there, but nada on the coal. Oh, there's a spot. Boom. Trapdoor gators. Don't joke about moose, they'll mess you up. Oh yeah, moose are mean. Beavers can be mean too, apparently. I saw a video of I don't know what country it was. Somewhere European. Where the guy decided to walk up to a beaver to get a picture. Beaver attacked him, he didn't survive. You were hit by a goose while feeding a goat. That just sounds like the start of a bad kid song. Beavers are super mean. Mating season equals evil beaver. Yeah, they can be vicious. I mean, people don't generally encounter them much. But yeah, they're not... oh, look, we had some stuff hatch up here. We got Drecklets running around. Show me coal. Snazzy suit. All right, I'll take that. Who wants a snazzy suit? Let's see. Johnny Tester. Let's put Das Geist in a snazzy suit. Get them looking dapper. Like, is the Canadian, or like, is the American stereotype really taken to heart in Canada like most of the world? Depends what stereotype you're referring to specifically. I mean, every country has stereotypes. Like, Canadians are all about maple syrup, and our country's frozen all the time, and we have igloos. Like, there's, you know, there's the stereotypes always have an element of truth in them because they apply to some situations or some people, but it depends what you're talking about. There's beavers in Texas? Did not know that until I saw them one day. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I guess they could be anywhere where they can get access to water, but you'd think it would be over hot for them in Texas. I like American exceptionalism, but political theater is tiring. Yeah. Surely Canadians are about being frozen all the time. A boot. Oot and a boot and a boat. US, I don't know many bad Canadian stereotypes. Usually, well, it depends on what you define as bad, but the Canadian stereotypes that usually go around are it's always cold up here. We say sorry too often. Canadians are all nice. And then sometimes I hear ones about igloos. I would have called it all the sorries. Yeah. Honey Bear, what are you doing up? It's like 10:30 at night. Been to Canada twice before. You loved it. Nice. Oh, and our country's clean because we pick up our garbage. We don't leave it laying all over the road most of the time. I mean, obviously there's still littering, but not as bad as what I've seen in the U.S. when I've been through. Why don't you do some automation on the lights to improve efficiency or power room to improve output? Yeah, I mean, I guess we could improve the output a little bit if we turn that room into like put a power station in there. I largely just hadn't bothered because I hate having a duplicate constantly having to go in to modify the equipment. I do have some automation, like the bedroom lights that turn on and off, the lights in the farm area turn on and off, the bathroom lights turn on and off. But then I just kind of got tired of having to do all the automation. So I just kind of left some of them on. I like to be able to see where I've got things too. So like when I have a light on that's down here, it's nice to be able to actually see down there. Crave chocolate cereal, yeah. So basically all compliments. Well, I don't know, Andrew. I mean, it's not all. I'm sure there's others. Those are the ones I've heard, but Toronto's like 10 times cleaner than New York City. Yeah, no kidding. My very first time I visited New York City, I rode in on the train. And as the train was coming, approaching the city, I looked out the window and it was all like spray painted graffiti on the buildings and like coils of razor wire on top of the buildings and just mounds and mounds of garbage all along the sides of the tracks, including like mattresses and tires and bags of garbage. It was just disgusting. Nasty. New Jersey's 10 times filthier than New York City. Maybe that's what I was riding. Maybe I was going through Jersey on the way to New York. I don't know. Whatever it was really, it was not appealing. I was like, oh, welcome to New York. This looks great. Is that? That's coal right there. Give me that coal. Where else do you put that stuff? I don't know. Like garbage dumps. Does this dark mod improve game performance? It doesn't seem to. I think actually I've heard that it makes game performance worse later on when the colony gets big enough. But no, I would not say that it improves the performance. It costs money. Yeah. Here's again the question: if the Southwest does still use stagecoaches, and I speak really getting, I've actually, I used to work in the Niagara Falls area. And we've had actually people come across the border in like August with like skis on their car and ask where the snow was, not realizing that we have summer and it gets hot. I haven't been on the subway in New York. Of all the times I've been there, that's one thing I have not done, and I don't feel like I'm missing anything. Just finished half a raw cookie. Gross. A honey bear that I know is supposed to be sleeping right now because it's 20 to 11. Snow's always in the territories. Yeah, I mean, if you get far enough north. See, that's why I said there's always a grain of truth to some of the stereotypes. There are certain parts of Canada where you can find snow year-round. Not a lot of it, but you can find it. Okay. Nobody's making any progress on that tunnel I asked them to dig. Or the ladder, rather. Yeah, you say sleep's not needed until you're cranky tomorrow because you're tired, and then I gotta deal with it. New product idea: disposable and portable toilet. It's basically, what is it, like a barf bag you sit on kind of thing? That'd be kind of gross. Okay, I need someone to go way down here for me. They're getting coal, at least. We're back up to 626 kilograms of it. That's gonna be gone in like a day. That won't even last out the cycle, I don't think. Used to live in the Monterey Bay, which is a semi-crescent-shaped bay. On a foggy day on the hillside on one side of the bay, a tourist asked if the other side of the bay was Catalina Island. It was the other side. Oh, God. Keep her awake for 3 days straight. She'll soon. Oh, my God, no. Can you imagine? It'd be like torture for me. Bear in mind, in order to keep her awake, I'd have to stay awake myself. That doesn't seem like a good plan. Time you out. If you can't chat, you might as well go to sleep. Take that. Next thing I know, she'll be standing next to my desk and just talking into this mic instead of chatting on the on her phone. "72-hour stream upcoming." Oh my God, can you imagine? It's really hard being entertaining for 3 hours. Like, I don't even know how people have those like mega long streams. My brain would melt, I think. Definitely not. I mean, I've seen people do like the 24-hour stream. Even that, like, like, what on earth do you find to be entertaining about for 24 hours straight? Okay, I need a duplicate to go. All right, distracted by cheese. Let's get you scalded again. Come on down here. Well, you have a suit on, so you won't get scalded, but... Ta-da! Okay. His lights are on down here. Yeah, good. Are there 40-hour weeks in Canada, or do you work less? Well, I mean, they're technically 40, but since they don't include lunches in that 40 hours, it tends up being more like 42 and a half. I wish we had shorter work weeks. I used to regularly put in, 60 hours a week or so. And I guess when you factor in YouTube, it probably approaches that. Why are they not? Nobody's building this ladder right here. Can they not reach it? No, they can get there. They're just not building there. Germany works less. Yeah, some countries are a little bit more forward-thinking than us. In North America, we follow many of the same tropes between both the Canada and the U.S. Chloroform. According to that one friend, he's older than I am. Mining tons of diamonds in Minecraft would be nice for a 24-hour stream. Just looking at pickaxe bashing into the blocks all day long. Oh my God, my brain would melt. I don't think I could do that. Your Canada's getting 12-hour clocks soon. We have 12-hour clocks. It's France that uses the 24-hour clock regularly. 24-hour clocks are in Canada only used for military time. Same as in the U.S. Part-time's 30 hours. That's me in part-time. Yeah. So there's same thing here. Part-time's like 30 hours. I mean, depending on what people are working, I mean, the standard 40-hour work week for like, if you've got a regular standard type job, but there's plenty of people, same as in the US, that are working multiple jobs to make ends meet. So it's not always 40 they add up to. Live in New York, but I have a car, so don't use the subways. Wow. Wait, you live in New York City and have a car? I didn't think that really existed all that much. I thought pretty much everyone that lived in the city largely used the subway. Or taxis and that kind of stuff. Parking there must be brutal. Oh, you're on the island. Okay, yeah, Long Island's a little different, obviously. I had some friends that lived on Long Island at one point, back in university. That was like... God, where were they? Hempstead? I think it was Hempstead. That was a long time ago. Man, God, I'm getting old. My work hours is just one job. Yeah. People pay more for parking garages in New York City than most people pay in rent. Well, the property values is just so expensive. Not Hempstead, Hempstead. You're next to Hempstead in Nassau. Oh, great. Okay, I've been there. I used to take the when I went to visit, we would go into the city, so we take the Long Island Railroad and we'd go through like Hempstead, Is it like Nassau is out that way? Jamaica. I can't remember the other ones. It's been a long time. I haven't been. I think it's probably been somewhere between 20 and 25 years since I've been out in Long Island. Went and saw a concert at Jones Beach out there when I was in university. Yeah, Jamaica. Not that Jamaica, but a different Jamaica. How do we use that Epic Store thing of yours? So when you're checking out on the Epic Store, there should be an option in there to enter the creator code. Blah. I don't know where it is here. There's usually an option to put in the creator code, and so my creator code is CrypticFox Gaming. I don't even know if I have an example of where you can put it in. Oddworld. Oh, here it is. So let's say you were picking a game like this one here. If you're in the store, if I can actually get out to the, there we go. What do you mean parental control pin? When you click on buy now, it'll go to the purchase page, and then over here is the creator tag. So in here you would put CrypticFox Gaming, and that would access my creator code, and you can use it there. Otherwise, there's also like links often for the different games that I'll put out in if I'm doing a video or something on it. But at any time, you can put in the creator code. LIRR is okay. I mean, it was just a train, but this wasn't anything fancy. It was just neat because I'm coming from Southern Ontario and getting to go to New York City was really cool for me. You forgot I was yeah, I know, Rabbit Dog. That tends to happen. Oh my God, is somebody actually gonna go build that ladder finally? I have a feeling by the time they get down there, they're running out of energy or something, and then having to go back. Well, they actually brought supplies that time. I don't think we're gonna find oil tonight. I was really hoping we get down there. Other side of Watertown in New York? What? It's too dark. Can you up the gamma? Not so much. I can zoom in on the light, so we've got a light source. What do you mean, what's happened? I'm confused. Love the stream. Don't forget to leave a like. Oh, you leaving, Itchy Spider? Have a good night. Your husband in New Zealand works 70 hours a week, 120 though yearly wage, train track inspector, and vape is at home, casual. Nice. Yeah, 70 hours a week is a lot. That's quite a bit. Cycle 200, turn the light on for a day. Oh man, if I could actually see where things are, it would make it does make playing the game dramatically easier because you can just tell them where to go exactly. In the game, what's happened? We weren't watching. Oh, not really much. I've been trying to get the duplicates to build a ladder all the way down by that cool steam vent for like most of the stream, so that I can try to dig my way down. But I keep running out of power. I finally got a decent stock of coal, so the power is gonna stay on for a little bit, and I need them to build this ladder. I should probably go prioritize it, if I can. Well, when someone comes down here, I'm gonna put a priority on it. Actually, I don't even need them down here. We can just do this. Priority 6, build me a ladder. Do we have chamomile tea? I don't think we do. We have Earl Grey. I think we have some rooibos tea. We're chamomile tea free at the moment, I think. That's right. They're finally doing the work I want them to do. Tell me there's oil down here somewhere. This is not promising. Just looking for some good Oni content. Oh my God, I'm so happy that you're live. Hi, JJA. I make no promises about the quality of the content you're about to witness, but welcome to the stream just the same. we're playing using a lights out mod. Like, it's super dark in areas that aren't lit or where the duplicates aren't hanging out, which makes the game kind of different from playing normally. In that you can't just tell them where to go get stuff because you can't find it. buy some for her or sleepy time tea. I'll just give her some melatonin. Everything will be good. Or whether they're living in the game. That's right. Sometimes they go die in dark corners. We've only had one duplicate death in 182 cycles. That's not that bad, all things considered. And that was relatively early on. I do need the fire pole to get down there quicker, but it takes so much metal to build it that I've kind of been delaying. Because I don't really have an overabundance of metal, although there's a bunch of wolframite here I could grab. I don't have an overabundance of metal, so I'm kind of at that point where if I tell them to build too much, we just deplete everything we have. And I still get it finished. Just got myself some Monica Below Zero with a coupon and your code. Well, thanks, Shas. Appreciate the support. Hope you enjoy the game. Seen a stand-up comedian do a bit about Captain Crunch and how there's no Crunchberry cereal. They did have Crunchberry cereal, though. I used to love Captain Crunch. It was like shrapnel in your mouth, but for some reason I liked it anyway. In this mod, can Dupe still not sleep with light in the room? Correct. So I have lights in their room, and when bedtime comes around, the lights turn off. There's a shine bug in the room. That's gotta go. Get out of here. So this duplicate's sleeping over here because she's a loud sleeper, and there's a shine bug in here that needs to go. Darn you, shine bug. That's keeping two of them awake. They're not getting any rest. We're distracted by cheese. We got distracted by cheese, scalded down there by the cool steam vent, which really isn't that cool. And then he's not even getting a proper night's sleep at all. I gave it a kill command, but they were all too busy going to bed. Yeah, Captain Crunch. I used to eat crazy amounts of Captain Crunch cereal back when parents all bought their kids sugary cereals and not the healthy kind. Okay, let's keep digging down here. This one's gonna be a long ladder. I wonder if I have enough wolframite to build a fire pole here out of wolframite. Let's find out. The shine bug, she had so much to live for. Let's see, I wouldn't enjoy it, though I love the first game. It's good. It's still in development, obviously, so like the story and stuff is still changing in it. They completely rewrote the start of the story. Why are you sleeping down here so much? Exhausted. Lack of rest depleted this duplicate stamina. They passed out from the fatigue. I don't know that I've ever seen that happen. I've never had a game where they couldn't rest enough that they literally just laid down and went to sleep somewhere unless they had the trait for narcolepsy. That's so funny. That's awesome. In sort of a abusing your duplicates kind of way. Back when Captain Crunch didn't cost more by weight than steak. Oh, yeah. It was cheap back then, I guess. Count Chocula was your jam? Yeah. So we had Count Chocula, and I think we had Frankenberry. But similar to the Cookie Crisps, I don't think we had Booberry. I think that was just in the US. These duplicates are not making the progress I was hoping they would. 2 hours of playing, and we haven't found the oil. Reese's Puffs make you happy? Yeah. Cocoa Puffs we had, yeah. And Fruity Pebbles. That was a thing way back when. You dressed as Booberry one Halloween? Nice. There's a board game you can play based on those cereal characters? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, most of those cereals are too sugary for me now. I eat, like, the oatmeal crunch with fruit or whatever. Pebbles! Yeah. Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa Pebbles, all those things. Fruit Loops. It's FROOT loops. My wife got me on that one the other day, actually. Do you think the narcoleptic con is really a con? Because, like when the dupes have narcolepsy, because when they have narcoleptic nap, I think they lose like 25% stress. Oh, do they? I've never really noticed that. But stress typically isn't a problem for me in my colony. I mean, it's running a little high this time because I have duplicants that don't like the dark, so they're getting a negative penalty that way. And then they're spending a lot of time out of the colony in environments that are not very nice. But usually, I can run a colony with, 20 to 30 duplicants and basically 0 stress. So I don't really pay attention to it. But narcoleptic is not one of the cons that I generally avoid. Usually I avoid flatulence because I don't like dealing with the natural gas floating around. Coal. 3,000 kilograms of coal. Print that puppy. Look, we found it. I dug it up all by myself. It was a lot of hard work. What we got? Boom. 3,000 kilograms. That's good timing, too. We'd run out. Cryptic pebbles taste like poo. Oh, my God. So many games with poo in them, I'm telling you. I don't know what it is, but there was this point where video game designers just suddenly decided everything had to poo. They needed, like, that extra layer of realism or something. Now it's in, like, every video game. Especially survival games. Every survival game. Just loaded with poo. I love it you're not having a problem with germs. Well, yeah, they're all down here in exosuits, so they've been kept clean. They're using a good bathroom system that has like working sinks and stuff, so they wash whatever germs off that they generate. There is a one area of the colony that does have some germs in it, but the germ density is really low, so they don't really get sick off it. Such a nice community. Yeah, I got really lucky when we built a community around this channel. Everybody's been really friendly. There's been very, very little negativity in the community, which is great. Things got a little toxic for a while when I was playing more Fortnite. But when I'm not playing that, it's usually everybody's pretty chill. We all hang out. I play games poorly, and everybody laughs at it, and they hang out. My son loves Cheerios and hates Fruit Loops. I mean, like, depending on what you give them to eat is obviously going to alter their taste buds and stuff too, right? You know, if you're used to eating Cheerios all the time, a Fruit Loop would be like sugar overload. Where else can you get a discussion on breakfast cereal, New York City, and poop? That's right, all in one place. You can find it right here, folks. Come back for your next dose of poop next week. Entertainment for all, seeing what the dupe will die. I see what it's like. Race cars. I don't think people watch the race cars to watch them go around. They watch it to make, like, see them crash, break down, all that kind of stuff. How long do you plan on streaming? Well, tonight the stream's actually coming to an end. I normally stream till about 11 p.m. Eastern time when I play Oxygen Not Included because it requires a little bit of brain power, and after about 2 hours, my brain starts to hurt. So this will probably be it for tonight. Yeah, don't forget the milk bags. We talked about milk as well and our wonderful, weird Canadianisms. So tonight, we're going to call a wrap on the colony. We didn't kill anybody, so I suppose that's a win. I also didn't get to the oil I want. Oh, boy. I didn't get to the oil that I wanted, and this oxygen is not producing the way that it normally does. That's not great. I need to tweak something over here. It's pumping like crazy. Where's all our oxygen going? Where's the oxygen gone? So I think next time we're gonna have to fix up the oxygen because it should not be barely breathable. It should be nice and light blue, and it definitely isn't. So that's gonna require a little tweaking, I think. We might have enough algae that I can actually turn on one of these. We'll enable this for now. What do we got here, algae-wise? 487 kilograms. Nope, that's not gonna last. Let's cancel that. All right, well, when we come back next time, obviously we're going to have to fix the oxygen because things have gotten a little stuffy in here. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be playing some more Green Hell with my buddy Nate. So we're headed back to the Amazon rainforest. And this time, I swear, we're going to build a mud hut. we found a good spot to build one last time. It took the entire stream to find it. But we finally have a good spot. We're going to build a mud hut tomorrow and trying to survive in that. But thanks again, everyone, for coming to hang out tonight. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. You can learn all about Canadian milk again some other time. Thanks again, everyone. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.